let's say you have a real estate site. There's thousands, tens of thousands of sites, directories, that'll give you a free link from their directory just because you're in the same industry as they are. And for every industry, we've done it for people that sell plastic plants, and we can still get them in hundreds of different directories. Home interior, home design, plastic manufacturing, any industry you can get listed in directories. And I go in through a little bit of, I list, if you go to this one URL, here's a company we work with, and you can actually just type that in. It has a big list of updated big directories that are listed in. Has anyone ever heard of DMOZ? Okay, DMOZ is a project run by Google, and it's a big human-edited directory. Definitely submit your site to it if you haven't. A human reviewer from Google will actually look at your site and put you in the appropriate directory.
How do you spell it?
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I'm so used to seeing this on a daily basis, I forget that people don't know about it. It's dmoz.org, and it's a great, it's a Google-owned directory. So this shows search engines, or shows Google very quickly that one of their representatives looks at it and found it appropriate, and you're now listed. So this is definitely should be top priority. And if you go to that link, you'll find more like Jade. This is 100% free too.
So could you spell that out for the other side of the room?
Oh, I'm sorry. DMOZ. It's DMOZ.org. D as in dog, M as in Mary. O. There you go. Yeah, it's a great site. But what you want to do now, this is definitely the big. It's the top of the pyramid. But what you want to do is go after a lot of smaller sites too, because a lot of these sites, when you start finding niche directories, and I put how to do that on this sheet. If you look at the very top, the second page, if you type in your industry directory, link directory, company directory, there's people that are just trying to compile information for their own sources and to help others. So it might be volunteer firefighter companies or services, and they'll list every volunteer firefighter company in the United States, or any industry you think of. There's literally tens of thousands. And I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. What type of information are they going to want? Just your website, or are they going to want some text?
They want a title and description. And description, they usually want maximum 250 characters long. Now, here's the trick with the title. You don't want to, if you bring links into your site, I should have went over this a little earlier. If you bring links into your site, you definitely don't want to just do your company name or your website. The biggest mistake I see people when they do link generation is put www.mywebsite.com as the title. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. What you need to do is, let's say, well, what industry you're in? You seem to be doing a lot here, so yeah, I'll give you some. We'll use you as an example.
I'm an author, a speaker, and a sales coach. Those would be my
Okay, we'll go sales coach. So what I would do is, and I just did money coaches probably about 2 weeks ago, doing some research. So I know that there's a lot of directors for coaches out there. So sales coach, we'll say in Pittsburgh. Okay, that should be your title. Because what search engines look at, and this is the most important part of linking to understand, whatever your link says going to your site is what the search engines are going to help rank you for. If you use keywords that is just your website, then it'll help rank you for www.yoursite.com, which if people knew that, then you don't really need them as they shouldn't be searching Google. You want to get people that are typing in sales coach in Pittsburgh, or maybe all the different types of sales coaching you do. And so it's really important to use the keywords in your title tag.
Should you have that in your meta tag as well? I mean, if you're going to do that.
We'll go over meta tags and titles in a little bit. Title tags are extremely important, but we'll get into that. For the directory submission though, definitely you want to mix it up. So I would maybe I'd do 5 directory submissions and type in sales coach in Pittsburgh. The next 5 I would do would be Pittsburgh sales coach. And then maybe the next 5 I would do would be sales and marketing coach, PGH.
Are you talking different directors?
Yeah. What you want to do is you don't want the same link coming in over and over and over again. You don't want the search engines to see, well, the only links that come into this site says sales coach in Pittsburgh. By varying the text, it'll actually help you substantially, because it'll start cross-linking these words all together, and you'll start seeing, once you combine this with what's on your page, if you use a lot of great copy on your page, a lot of keyword dense, for example, if you type the word sales coach in Pittsburgh in several paragraphs on your page, it's going to rank much, much higher, and this link is going to help kind of turbocharge that. Think of links as a way of turbocharging the text on your page. Whatever your text is saying, by putting links over to it that say the same thing, is going to help just shoot your rankings through the roof.